Here's the house we just scooped up. You see the front, 1025. Missing a downspout. To me, when I look at this house, is missing the pillars to hold up the front of the porch. Definitely needs a good cleanup. Looks like it has been a rental for a long time, and just, I don't know, bad landlording plus getting a bad tenant, you know, a combination of both. Got outside washer and dryer area. We don't provide washer and dryer, so we'll just remove these and paint and clean up. The reason we don't provide washer and dryers is because they're very finicky and they break, and a lot of other landlords don't provide them either. Here's a storage room. It's decent. I mean, it could be potentially torn down, but it's not that bad, so we'll just leave it alone. You've got this back addition porch area. We're gonna have to put a new door there. I think I'll remove these blocks here, give this whole thing a cleanup. I guess remove that partial fence there, just that small section there, and just clean up the yard in general. I don't believe this is a fence yard, so there's no point in having a little fence there. We have to clean all this up. I don't know why they have that over the windows. Hopefully we can save it, but we'll have to see. Yard needs a good cleanup. It's a block home, except for this addition. Trough, the eaves trough, I mean, it's rough. I would prefer just to tear it down. You really don't need the eaves trough. Up here, there's no basement, and the overhang's far enough where it's not going to come back into the house. One thing I did notice about this house is the AC is newer, which is awesome. You can see it right there at the side. It's a newer AC. One thing I don't like about this house is that it's so close to the street there, a busy street. East Normandy here in Deltona. It's a very busy street. Actually, I have a house across the street, like 4 doors down, on the same street. We haven't really had great luck in finding a permanent tenant. I think these current people only live there 1 year and they're leaving. One of their complaints was they didn't really like being on a busy street with a small kid and a dog. So for some people, it could become an issue. That light's just funky. We gotta resolve that. We definitely have to paint the front of the house. It's just weird. Bad paint job. What I think is I'll just paint it. The house is partially white anyway, so just repaint it white. I like to remove these sensor lights and put just regular lights there. Clean up this garden bed. One thing I did notice yesterday when I opened the door, a lot of roaches. Just they like to hide in the door frame. So if you're ever going into a rental, always push the door first, and then so they don't drop on your head. All right, so I mean, we gotta clean up the roaches, but that'll be fine because it's vacant. We can do that. We can bomb every night and spray heavy until they're all gone. The windows are newer for this age home, which is good. I feel like for a lot of our rentals, this is a spacious home. So I like to change that light fixture. Obviously paint. Layout's a little weird, but it's still fine. I mean, potentially that island could be removed if it was in too bad of a shape to fix up and clean, but I would just like to clean up all the cabinets, paint where we need to paint, remove this fan in the kitchen, and just get this thing cleaned up. It's going to be a rental, so it doesn't have to be amazing. Got the AC handler in here. It's newer. I'm sure the coil's dirty and needs a filter. These are typical Deltona bathrooms. They're very, very good bathrooms. They They're solid, they last a long time. But there are some things that have to be repaired. Here's the pantry closet with the shelves there. Just have to put them back. One thing I like about this house, the floor is already there. You know, tile floor. You basically just have to clean it every time someone moves in and out. To do tile floor in this house could cost you like 3, 4, 5 grand, you know. So it's already done. So I like to remove the ceiling fans. I don't like ceiling fans. They're finicky, they break if you just put a nice light fixture. That's more than adequate. So when I punch a hole in that door, either we'll patch it up if we can and sand it down, or just replace it. I'd rather just try and save it. Do this ceiling fan. Got an exterior door in their master. Actually, this is the smaller of the 2 rooms, which is, I guess, good and bad. Parents may not want a child to have a door out there, but we shall see. And then we've got this 3rd bedroom porch off the kitchen, which a lot of people, look at all those roaches. A lot of people turn this into a bedroom. It's not bad. I mean, I've seen a lot worse porches built. Like, so that's the duct for AC. If you put a grill on there, I think you'd be okay with getting AC out here. We'd have to see. And the windows look like they're there. So I don't know why we got things over them. But overall, it's a pretty solid house. I like it because it's Deltona. House is on city water, city sewer. And yeah, we got to replace this door. But yeah, I don't know if it needs to be an exterior or interior. Probably interior. And then I was thinking maybe just countertop paint, like a light gray or something, and then we can clean up and paint these kitchen cabinets. And other than that, I think, you know, the house doesn't really need that much. It's a pretty decent house. These houses are very solid. They're all block. The foundation is block, you know, so once you get it done up, you know, there's not a lot of maintenance that has to be done when someone moves in. So I'm very happy with this deal. Even though the one we bought across the street a couple years ago, we bought it for $58,500. This one's $102,500, but it's been a couple of years, so things have doubled. And when I bought that at $58,000, it was a good deal. This potentially could sell for, if it was all retail right now, $140,000, $145,000 is what Zillow says, and I agree. So that's it. Thank you.